Literary Arts Center of Isabela. SDO English Academy.
An analogy describes the relationship between words.
Subject, verb, or teacher.
On hand. English Academy.
Good day, grade 7 learners. I hope you are all doing well. I am April Joyce Alcastueras and I will be your radio teacher for today in another educational journey in the English Academy. Before we go over with our new topic, let us have a brief recapitulation of our previous lesson. You have learned how to look for supporting details of a certain topic using 2 or 3 sources from non-print materials such as website, video, and podcast. This lesson is very important in order for us to be more reliable and credible when taking a stand. Now, I think we are all set for our new discussion. But first, please prepare all your necessities like paper, pencil or ballpen, water, and your willingness to learn and discover new things. Have you ever been tasked to retell a story or a text you've read? How did you do it? What were your considerations when you retold the story or the text? When retelling anything we have read, we usually do summarizing. In doing this, we need to get the key information from the given text, and from there, we can form a substantial summary which is written in our own words. But how can we get this key information? There are actually techniques or strategies we can employ to do this, and I think you are all familiar with them already. Can you guess what they are? Very good! They are skimming and scanning. A combination of these strategies will help us summarize key information from a text. First, let us dwell on the meaning of these 2 reading techniques or strategies. Skimming is letting your eyes and mind skim over the text to get a quick but very general idea of it. When skimming, you just pick out keywords and sentences to get the general feel and meaning of the text. In skimming also, we have to fully read the topic sentence. Do you know what a topic sentence is? A topic sentence is often the first sentence in a paragraph. This contains the main topic of the text and the subject overview. Now, let us proceed with the next strategy, which is scanning. Scanning is the method of looking for keywords or phrases to find out specific information. Keywords are really important when scanning. When scanning a text, vocabulary such as proper nouns, dates, numbers, and time are what you are usually looking for. Specific details can also be found when using scanning techniques. Also, when scanning, you can leave out all the rest of the text as you are in search of some specific information. When looking for specific details, there are different ways to scan a reading passage. First, you can use your finger to scan, which is a very helpful way to stay focused. You're also sure of what you've already scanned and what's left to be scanned. Second, you may repeat the keywords in your mind while scanning. And third, when you come across a keyword while scanning, Stop and carefully read the surrounding text. Since skimming will not guarantee you to get all the important and specific points, scanning will definitely help you improve your summary. Let's try to answer these exercises. You are going to summarize the given text by applying skimming and scanning. Jose had never spoken in front of a big crowd before. When he was once tapped to deliver a spiel during their activity, he felt his hand tremble. He tried to speak but gave up as his mouth was dry and his tongue felt swollen. Eventually, Jose broke into sweat and left the stage trembling. He still had never engaged in public speaking. So, what summary can we best write from the given text? Very good! Jose had a stage fright when he was tasked to deliver a speech during their activity. The key words that show Jose's fright were: he felt his hand tremble, mouth was dry, tongue felt swollen, broke into sweat, and left the stage trembling. Now, as I mentioned earlier, a topic sentence also plays an important role in writing your summary. And for our next exercise, you are going to identify the topic sentence or the main idea of the text we have read earlier. Anyone who can give me the topic sentence of our previous text? You got it right! Jose had never spoken before a crowd before. Remember that the topic sentence is usually found at the beginning of the given text. Let us have another exercise. I am going to read another text. Please identify the topic sentence and give its summary. The spread of COVID-19 in Region 2 is becoming a serious problem. More and more individuals in the region are being infected with the disease. COVID-19 does not seem to choose who its next victim will be, as anyone can catch the virus if proper health protocols are not strictly followed. This is all causing provincial and city governments and local government units to impose lockdown in their areas. Can you give me the topic sentence of this text? You're right! COVID-19 in Region 2 is now becoming a serious problem. What about giving me the summary of the text? Wow, that's correct! Since cases of COVID-19 is becoming rampant in Region 2, some local leaders have started to implement community lockdowns. Please take note that despite the differences between skimming and scanning, these two friends seem to be best together. Their combination guarantees a quick but substantial reading, which is very helpful when writing a summary. You may ask how and why these techniques do such an amazing job. This is because skimming takes the role of covering the whole reading material to assure you get what's beneficial in your summary and leave out the useless ones. Scanning, on the other hand, plays a part in taking out the most precious facts you need. Now I guess you are all ready for our activity. Let's just have 2 questions first for your warm-up. Question number 1. What technique are you going to use when you want to get the overview of the text? Very good. The correct answer is skimming. Question number 2. What technique is employed when you only want to look for specific details in a given text? Great! The answer is scanning. With that, I know you are now very eager to take on our next activity. I am going to read 3 texts. You identify their topic sentences and give their summary. Are you ready? That's great! Text number 1. The onslaught of Typhoon Ulysses in November 2020 revealed the malasakit spirit among Filipinos all over the world. This was manifested when various private individuals and groups passed their hats to raise funds for the hundreds of thousands of families severely affected by the massive flooding. Even the Filipinos abroad also gave a lion's share in the fundraising activities conducted here and there. This only showed that there is no crisis that we, Filipinos, will overcome alone.
Tayo ay mag-aral sa loob ng ating tahanan. Sa radyo ay magtunilang, tiyak ika'y may matututunan. Pagkat sa gitna ng pandemya, tayo pa rin ay magkaisa upang masigurong bawat bata ay pumapasa. Halina't matuto gamit ang ating radyo, pakinggan at unawain, aralin na ituturo. Patuloy ang edukasyon para sa ating henerasyon. Sa daan ng pagkatuto ay walang maiiwan. Kaya halina sa Radyo Eskwela.
Who can give me the topic sentence of this text? Very good! The Filipino malasakit spirit was manifested during the onslaught of Typhoon Ulysses in November 2020. What about the summary? Amazing! The Filipino malasakit spirit was manifested when Typhoon Ulysses ravaged some parts of the country in November 2020, leaving many of our fellow men in deep floods. Various individuals, including those in abroad, lifted a finger to help. Text number 2. The partnership between the school's division office of Isabela and its education stakeholders has led to the successful implementation of the division's Basic Education Learning Continuity Plan. This is actually seen in the continuous financial assistance from the provincial government of Isabela down to the local government units in the province for the airtime funding of SDO Isabela's radio-based instruction program or the Radyo Eskwela sa Isabela. With this, many learners from the division continue to benefit from the convenience of learning through the said program.
Tayo ay mag-aral sa loob ng ating tahanan. Sa radyo ay mag-tune lang, tiyak ika'y may matututunan. Pagkat sa gitna ng pandemya, tayo pa rin ay magkaisa upang masigurong bawat bata ay pumapasa.
Can you identify the topic sentence here? Correct. The partnership between the school's division office of Isabela and its education stakeholders has led to the successful implementation of the division's basic education learning continuity plan. What about the summary? Very good. The successful implementation of the school's division of Isabela is attributed to the partnership it has forged with various education stakeholders like the provincial government of Isabela and other local government units, especially on the airtime funding of its radio-based instruction program for the Isabeleño learners. Item number 3. The distance learning currently implemented in the Department of Education can be very challenging, but it is our saving grace come near future. This is according to our DepEd leaders who believe that continuing education is the best thing to do for the youth amid this pandemic. In a statement by DepEd Secretary Leonor Briones, stopping education will leave our learners behind in terms of skills and knowledge acquisition. It was for this reason that they tried hard enough to create mechanisms for education to continue.
Tayo ay mag-aral sa loob ng ating tahanan. Sa radyo ay mag-tune lang, tiyak ika'y may matututunan. Pagkat sa gitna ng pandemya, tayo pa rin ay magkaisa upang masigurong bawat bata ay pumapasa. Halina't matuto, gamit ang ating radyo, pakinggan at unawain, aralin na ituturo. Patuloy ang edukasyon para sa ating henerasyon. Sa daan ng pagkatuto ay walang maiiwan. Kaya halina sa Radyo Eskwela.
Can you identify the topic sentence in this text? Correct. The distance learning currently implemented in the Department of Education can be very challenging, but it is our saving grace come near future. Who can give the summary? Very good. The continuation of education through distance learning will save us all in the future, since a year of delay in the education of the young will do more harm than good amid this pandemic. That's why DepEd learners made ways for learning to take place. That's all for our discussion for today, dear learners. I hope that you learned something worthwhile. See you again next time for another fun-filled learning experience. Once again, this is your radio teacher, April Joyce L. Castueras, wishing you all the best for today.
Patuloy ang edukasyon para sa ating henerasyon.
Sa daan ng pagkatuto ay walang may iwan.
Kaya halina sa Radyo Eskwela.
Girl, drink your beer. Try this pill. It will make you feel good. Wow, it feels great, but wait. Many people use and abuse drugs. Drug abuse can damage your liver and can cause heart diseases. Your mental health is also at stake. It can lead you to anxiety, depression, and addiction. Make the right choice. Value your life. Maintain your dignity. Always remember, no is an option. A friendly reminder from PNP, DepEd, and this station.
May bagong virus na kumakalat ngayon at naaalarma ang buong nation. Para di daw mahawa, ito ang solusyon. Kaya sunding mabuti tong instructions. Maghugas ng kamay para virus mamatay. Iwasan ding humawak sa iyong mouth, nose at eyes para COVID-19 hindi na makapuksa. Mag-face mask at mag-alcohol maya't maya. Maghugas ng kamay para virus mamatay. Iwasan ding humawak sa iyong mouth, nose at eyes para COVID-19 hindi na makapuksa. Mag-face mask at mag-alcohol maya't maya. Ang virus ay nakamamatay, kaya makinig, wag pasaway. Stay sa bahay, wag nang gumala. Kung ayaw mong ikay mahawa, mag-face mask kung lalabas. Mag-vitamin C ng madalas at umiwas sa mga matatao. Mag-alcohol para sigurado. Maghugas ng kamay para virus mamatay. Iwasan ding humawak sa iyong mouth, nose at eyes para COVID-19 hindi na makapuksa. Mag-face mask at mag-alcohol maya't maya. Maghugas ng kamay para virus mamatay. Iwasan ding humawak sa iyong mouth, nose at eyes para COVID-19 hindi na makapuksa. Mag-face mask at mag-alcohol maya't maya. Maghugas ng kamay para virus mamatay. Iwasan ding humawak sa iyong mouth, nose at eyes para COVID-19 hindi na makapuksa. Mag-face mask at mag-alcohol maya't maya. May bagong virus na kumakalat ngayon